Hi there, students. A prig and a prude. Well, both of these words are very similar, but there are important differences. Generally, both of these words talk about a person who is very narrow-minded and not open to change. Okay? Let's see. A prude is somebody who is always concerned about decorum and propriety. Yeah, they are extremely uneasy about sex or anything sexual particularly. Yeah, so a prude would disapprove of a miniskirt. Yeah, it shows too much leg. Yeah, whereas a prig is somebody who is concerned about form and propriety as well, but with a slightly different angle. The prig is concerned about protocol, about the way things are done. The prig demands that things are done according to the social dictates, the social rules. Yeah, a prig says this must be done in this way, whereas a prude gets upset about things that are naughty. Yeah, that are either sexual or maybe the drinking of alcohol or something like that. Okay, so a prig is concerned that things are done in the right way, in the right order, the way that society says that it must be done. And a prig gets really upset if there is the slightest change to the way things are done, to the protocols. Yeah, this person, a prig, thinks that these rules are given by God and therefore you must do them exactly like that. This person is normally very arrogant, very self-righteous. These rules, this way of doing things is the only way to do them, and I'm going to take the place of God and make sure that you do them properly. A prude is overly worried about anything to do with sex. Yeah, for a prude, babies arrive with the stork. A big bird brings them down. Babies appear as if by magic. Sex does not exist. So, for example, imagine a dinner party. The prig is concerned that each person is seated in the correct place according to the social rules, that the knife, the fork, the spoon are in the correct position on the table setting, and that each person uses the correct knife and the correct fork for each course. The prude, on the other hand, gets very upset if one of the ladies has a low cut dress. Yeah, or the prude gets very upset if somebody makes a comment which is linked to sex. Okay, so the prude will not let a girl into her son's room. It's not permitted. Yeah, okay, because maybe something sexual could happen. So the prude is too concerned, more than the norm in society. Notice, a prude could disapprove of people drinking alcohol. A prude could disapprove of people taking drugs. Yeah, so the prude is somebody who doesn't countenance, doesn't want to accept anything that is naughty, anything that is not something that should be done. The prude wants to keep up standards and make everything look perfect, even if it's not. Notice the word prude comes from prudent, okay, but the prude is over prudent. And originally this word prude comes from, I think, from French and probably from Latin before. You have two words in Old French, prude femme and prud'homme. This is a virtuous woman or a virtuous man, yeah, a woman of merit, okay. So while we're doing origins, prig, in Old English, a prig was a thief, a petty thief, somebody who stole small things, maybe a pickpocket. And that's where the idea of not liked comes from. Notice, if you call someone a prig or you call someone a prude, you are disapproving of them. So the prig is overly concerned about the rules, about the way things are done. And the prude is overly concerned that anything sexual might be around, might be said, might be done. Okay? And that's the difference between the two. Yeah? But he's a prig, he's a prude. Both ways of saying he's somebody who is not open-minded. Yeah? Notice, a prig is priggish. So priggish is the adjective. Yeah, he's really priggish. And prude, prudish. Yeah, she's really prudish when it comes to the clothes her daughter wears. And then as a noun, priggery. So the priggery of this person's house is amazing. The prudery of this school is incredible. Okay? So now we probably need to look at formality. I think both these words, prig and prude, sound very literary. Yeah? If you were writing an essay and describing a person, a prig and a prude, these are really good words to use. I think in formality they're probably maybe 6 out of 10. I think you could use the word prig and prude in an informal conversation without problems. And I definitely think you could use them in a much more formal writing. Priggish, prudish, maybe a little bit more formal. I still think you could probably just about use these in an informal conversation. Yeah, they're adjectives. But the nouns, priggery and prudery, I wouldn't use in an informal conversation. This has just gone too far. Priggery and prudery only for something much more formal, only for something descriptive or literary. So, let's go back over them again. Both of these words talk about somebody who is overly traditional, narrow-minded. They don't admit change. They don't admit anything that deviates from the social norm. The prig is overly zealous. He's far too energetic in implementing the social rules. The prig appoints himself as God to implement the social rules. You must do it like this. You can't have any changes. A prude is somebody who is always trying to keep up appearances, who wants everything to look exactly right. There's nothing that deviates from the norm, especially in sex. So a prude is incredibly worried about anything that might be the slightest bit sexual. Yeah? But notice, in a group of people who all drink loads of alcohol, a prude is somebody who doesn't drink. Yeah? So it depends on the social group. Don't be such a prude. Have a drink. Yeah? Okay? So, not doing the naughty things, the undesirable things that other people do. Yeah? A prude would disapprove of somebody stealing something from a supermarket. Yeah? They would disapprove of playing truant and not going to school. Okay? So the prude is disapproving about bad behaviour, but particularly sex. Yeah? They are terribly concerned that something might indicate that sex exists. Yeah? Cover up to the neck or cover up completely. Don't show any skin at all. Don't mention anything related to sex whatsoever. So, a prig and a prude. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.